Rajasthan Speaker moves the Supreme Court. The Speaker CP Joshi files a special leave petition. Earlier, the Rajasthan Speaker defended the show cause notice issued to the rebel MLAs. So at the moment, we are getting to know that the Speaker, as announced earlier, has indeed gone ahead and approached the Supreme Court with a special leave petition. Let's in fact listen into what the Rajasthan Speaker CP Joshi said earlier in his defense on the issue of serving show cause notices.
एक अथॉरिटी और दूसरी अथॉरिटी के रोल के डिफाइन करने में एनक्रोचमेंट होता है तो ये बड़ा खतरा है संसदीय लोकतंत्र के लिए। इसलिए मैंने आज निर्णय किया कि मेरे काउंसिल को सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एसएलपी देने के लिए मैंने आज कहा है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ये एसएलपी दे कि क्यों हम वी आर हेडिंग फॉर ए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल क्राइसिस। यदि सर्कमवेंट करके अपने लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने के लिए कोई निर्णय होता है तो ये उस अथॉरिटी को डिमिनिश कमजोर करने का काम है। मैंने कोई एक्सीड करने का काम नहीं किया, सिंपल शो कॉज नोटिस दिया। सिंपल शो कॉज नोटिस देने का अधिकार भी यदि इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटी के पास नहीं रहता है तो फिर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो एनविसेज किया गया उसका खतरा संसदीय लोकतंत्र को कमजोर करता है। इसलिए मैं आशा करता हूं कि जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में हमारे एसएलपी पेश हो रही है उस एसएलपी का कॉग्निशन होगा और इस बारे में जो भी निर्णय होगा उस निर्णय को हम स्वीकार करेंगे और निश्चित तौर पर आने वाले समय में ये एक लैंडमार्क जजमेंट होगा कि क्या संसदीय लोकतंत्र में मियर शो कॉज नोटिस देना ही जो अभी तक के सेट एग्जाम्पल है, नियम है, जितने जजमेंट प्रोनाउंस हुए उसके कन्फर्मिटी में या उसमें बाहर में।
My colleague Meenakshi Bhanja on the phone line with more information. Meenakshi, so once again we are at this juncture of discussing, understanding the powers and jurisdiction of the Speaker. The Speaker says that he is constitutionally authorized with certain powers. He has only issued a show cause notice. That does not amount to any action as such, and the MLAs were only supposed to reply. And he says that the court, in fact, if I heard him correctly, he says very clearly that the court cannot interfere in this stage. So how do we understand this entire crisis at the moment?
Well, that's right, Afrida. See, one way or the other, the matter was all slated to reach the Supreme Court. The timing of reaching Supreme Court was under dispute, and what we saw yesterday play out was hugely interesting, given the fact that the High Court had time till 5:30 p.m. last evening to pronounce the verdict. But clearly, the High Court was unable to pronounce the verdict by 5:30 or before 5:30 rather, Tuesday evening. And in that backdrop, the High Court then requested, mind you, here it was a request from the High Court, it was not a direction, because the Speaker in itself is a constitutional authority on who any court does not have the powers to issue directions. But that apart, there was a contentious para yesterday from the High Court's order where in the first part the High Court is saying it is requesting the Speaker, and in the same para, Afrida, it continues to say as directed. So that was the incongruous part, the anomaly which emerged, which gave the Speaker enough grounds to challenge yesterday's developments by way of a SLP in the Supreme Court, which he has just moved moments back. And in that SLP, he is contending, as you heard in the bite, that there is an interlap or there's an overlap by the judiciary on the exercise of its powers, and thereby this is something which leads to a constitutional crisis, as he terms it. He's going to press for a hearing today itself before the Supreme Court. Whether the Supreme Court grants it or not, we will be tracking and keeping a close eye on.
Yes, right. That's very important. And he also said that this is an encroachment into his role. So clearly there are many legal dimensions now in the Rajasthan political crisis. Meenakshi Bhanja, thanks for giving us the latest. Well, with that, we take a short break here on the broadcast. News and updates continue here in Mirna. Stay tuned.